Ahoy there, me Tiglets! This is Mr. Tiggles coming at you through those glorious interwebs. And I wanted to go ahead and thank you guys for being here and checking out this video. Today, I want to talk about the Console Wars Remastered. A couple of weeks ago, Nintendo announced a mini Nintendo NES that was going to include like 30 games. And it was going to be super awesome and it got everybody really riled up. Well, a couple of days ago, Sega answered with a mini Sega that's going to be coming at us. So it's going to be a 30-year-old console war revived. I know that some of you guys are subscribed to me or watching this video probably weren't around at the time of the original Nintendo NES. It was over 30 years ago, like 1985, I think. And I mean, even for me, I was born in 87, so I didn't actually catch the gaming console until like the end of its lifetime. But as a wee young Tiggles of about 4 years of age, I remember receiving my very first Nintendo NES and how much I loved it. It taught me to blow at a young age. Cartridges, for all of you out there with a sick mind. It also pulled me into the gaming verse. Well guys, it only took them 30 years to come out with a slim version for this console, although this sucker does not actually take cartridges, but comes with 30 preloaded classic games and a retro controller. It also connects to your TV via HDMI, and that's really cool, because most TVs today don't really work well with like component or composite cables, and they're really only HDMI compatible. It causes signal issues, and I ain't gonna get into all that jargon, but the HDMI cable is a good thing. The game system does only come with one controller, but if you get a second controller, it can be played with a friend, or a girlfriend in my case. It looks exactly like the classic controller, the one it comes with, which is actually like the Pro version, but you can use a classic Nintendo controller on this sucker. And really, the Pro version that they sell is only going to be $9.99, and you can actually use it on your Wii or your Wii U when playing games through your virtual console. I was a little bit put off that it was only going to have 30 preloaded games, and I wouldn't be able to use old cartridges on it because we do have a really cool game store over here that sells like older retro games. But when I saw the list is really good, and all the big name games are there. They've got Mario and Zelda and Donkey Kong and Excitebike and Punch-Out and original Final Fantasy and so much more. Pac-Man. Dude, it is definitely a good list of games. Pretty much everything that you can think of that you would want. But I still would like the ability to put cartridges in it, but that being said, it's really not that bad because the games are going to be really good. At $60 USD, I feel like this is actually a pretty fair priced item. It's going to be launching on 11/11 this year, 2016, and honestly sounds like a hell of a deal to me. I'm really looking forward to it. If you guys haven't had a chance, I think you should actually also go check out Nintendo's website for this thing. It's all retro-y, and I really like it. I don't know why, but it just appealed to me. Alright, so we've talked about that Nintendo NES Mini. Well, this also brought an old competitor out of the woodwork. They couldn't back down, they had to bring up that old rivalry, and here we are, the Mini Sega. Unfortunately, I don't know as much about the Mini Sega as I do about the Mini Nintendo. I do know that I have owned some of these Sega consoles that have come out with all the games on them recently, and I believe that this Mini Sega version is made by the same company. So hopefully it'll be on kind of a different level and it'll work better because those weren't really that good of quality and the games didn't work good. The sound quality wasn't good. There were a lot of things that really brought those little consoles down. But on a good note, there are supposed to be 80 preloaded games on this console, and it is going to take cartridges, which is definitely good for those people that still own a lot of their old Sega games or have the ability to go purchase them. All in all, it sounds like they really are trying to up their game and truly compete with the Mini Nintendo. I just really hope that they really bring a good package to the table this time and don't hand us another piece of poop. Really what they need to do at this point is just show us that they're going to improve their emulation, because that was really the downfall of all the cheap ones that they've released so far. As far as price goes, this is supposed to be pretty comparable to the NS. I believe the price is going to be just about the same. I don't know a release date yet. It was only announced a couple of days ago, but I will be keeping an eye out for that because I'm really curious to this as well. Maybe not quite as much as the Nintendo NES because I don't have as big of a history with the Sega, but I did own one and I am looking forward to this one as well. Alright guys, well that's all I got here for you today. Make sure in that comment section below that you go ahead and let me know what you think of the war between the two remastered consoles. Which one do you want? Also, on your way down there, make sure to hit the crap out of that like button and that big ass red subscribe button and become a true Tiglet and a part of the team. I can't wait to see you guys in future videos. I want to thank you all for being here. That's all I got for you today. Ta-ta for now.